Views expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
This is Relationship-ish, where we talk about the cornerstone of every relationship. Connections. 9 p.m.
We're live.
Marriage. Sex.
And we're having a great time already.
Yourself. Your family. Divorce. Your ex. Your co-workers. Your friends. Your situation. Your lover. Your mother. You name it. Connections. And we always have a great time.
Of course you had to mess
With your
it up, right?
hosts, Vee and Caj.
You're now listening to the...
Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. This is Relationship and Cash. And we're here on the evening today for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow Relationship-ish VnC. So how are we doing today, V?
I'm doing fantastic. I had a great week. I got to see the eclipse with my daughter. It was really awesome.
Oh yeah, the eclipse.
Yes, that was really something. And we went to a park in Terrytown, and it was so nice because it was like in the middle of the summer when you would have like a tailgating party. Everybody had their trunks open. We were sitting in my daughter's trunk. People had their coolers. It was like, and I know that there are teachers out there who feel like, you should have made your child go to school, but there were a lot of kids who were there. And I think it's good that they got to see it with their family. It was a whole family affair. It wasn't like the kid was just watching by themselves. The whole family was there. And I thought it was a good experience. So I'm not teaching right now. But I think when I saw what was going on, I thought it was good. How about you?
Well, when you say it like that, if the parent took their kids to go see the eclipse, I agree then that's a great experience, But then if you're just sitting at home, because my mother used to do that. My mother would be like, you know what? Today, you're not going to school. What we're going to do is go to the Brooklyn Museum, or we're going to go blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
So that was a good experience for me to know that, I'm doing something that's real, and I'm doing it with my mom. So it was great. So, I mean, I loved the eclipse. It was pretty good.
Yes.
So, and it didn't burn out my eyes. Sometimes you're like, but so that was a great experience. But you know what I was thinking? My son, he got a chance right now he's only 3 months old, but he has a chance. He had experienced an earthquake already and an eclipse. And he's only 3 months old, and this is lifetime events. So I'm like, he is pretty damn special. Like, he's already born in this special time. So I appreciate it. I mean, that for me was terrific.
Yeah, it was good until my daughter said, Mom, this probably is your last eclipse. They said the next one's going to be in 20 years. I'm like, what does that mean? I'm like, what?
That's not funny, but it's funny. That's not funny, but it's funny.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
No, someone said it was going to be in 2079. There's another one, 2079.
Okay, so still probably won't be here, or I won't even know my name if I'm here.
Yeah. So today is April 11th, and in April 11th is National Pet Day. Did you know that? So
No.
what did you do? Oh, so you didn't do anything special? You didn't do anything special for Teddy?
I wasn't even home all day, and Teddy is spoiled. She gets something special every day. She get like, but today, you know what? It's National Pet Day, and I didn't take her for, like, yesterday we went for a 2-mile walk. She loves it, but I was gone most of the day, so unfortunately, I don't know what. I don't know what. There's nothing on here. Is it my headphones?
Mhm. So, but it's all right. So
So
what
what
I
did you
did
do
for
with your dogs? Cash has 2 dogs. So what did you do with
yeah,
them?
and now I have 3 because my brother is, gone, so I'm taking over the dog. So we just gave them like special dinner. They had turkey, what do you call it? Turkey meat, ground beef,
Mm-hmm.
turkey ground meat. So it was kind of cool. So that's their special national. But my dogs are spoiled. So yeah, they're spoiled every day, all day.
Yeah.
But to say that, you know, Americans love their dogs. They gave them special treats today. They specifically said, "I love you." They have National Pet Day gifts. I'm like, okay.
Mm.
They let the dog sleep with them. My dog always sleeps with me. So what dogs? My aunt and my mother would be appalled because dogs are not supposed to be in the house. So, but I don't care because that's my dogs, and I love my dogs. I love my dogs. Anyway, so today was National Pet Day. Hey, pet lovers! I mean, I know we have a lot of pet lovers, so that is an excellent way to celebrate your pet. And Americans love their pets more than other countries, 22% more. If you didn't know, now you know. So today's hot topics. So,
So,
things that make me give a pause. What is your topic of the day, V? What is your topic that gives you pause?
well, I was just, do you know I'm from St. Lucia?
You
So
are?
both my parents were both born there, so I consider myself St. Lucian. But
Mm-hmm.
wait, before I say this, I need to say this. I was waiting for my daughter at the train station for her. I was picking her up, and this person was in the parking lot, and he was chewing gum, and he just took it out of his mouth like this, and he just threw it on the ground. And I was like, okay, so the next person who parks there is going to step in that gum. That's so nasty. So whatever, I'm waiting for my daughter to come back. He comes back, and then he stepped in it himself. I was like this. I was cracking up. I was like, okay, that's what you get. He forgot that he threw it right outside his door when he got out. And then he came back, stepped in it, and then he's like, oh, and you can hear him cursing. And I was like this, okay, see, that's why you shouldn't do those things. Because now, how about you was doing it for you didn't care about anybody else, and now when it was you having a heart attack, he's cursing, but he did it himself. So anyway, so
Well,
that's what happened today. How about you? Before we go to
well,
St.
today, the thing that really annoys me is that the place by where I work, I have to say it has to be a cultural kind of thing. I think it's a cultural thing. They have dogs. They let the dogs go to the bathroom right in front of the workplace. Right in front. The dogs sit and take a crap and they walk through it, and I'm just like, it is so disgusting. So you're walking into the building, you have gunk on the bottom of your shoe, and when I say gunk, I mean dog crap, and you're wiping it and whatever. And I think it's just so disgusting. I can't take it. You're walking to work playing dodge the poo. And so, yuck. So, but that's the way. But today, no, I'm not gonna even talk about today. I'm just gonna say, okay. Hey, Karina, beautiful ladies. Yay! The top followers. Okay, good evening, Sean, Don Brown. By my job is
Hey,
dog
Iris.
course and it's giant. No, I mean giant poop.
Dog poop? Oh my goodness.
It is the most. It's playing dodge the crap, and you're just like that, and then you get it on. It's just disgusting. I can't. Why can't you pick up your dog? I don't understand why you can't pick it up. You're watching the dog take a crap, and you're just like, and you just keep on walking. You watch the dog do it, and you're just like, and it's right in, like, say you live in an apartment building, you come outside, you live there. You live at the apartment building. Why don't you just pick it up? It bothers me. It bothers me. The smell stays in your nose.
Yes.
Yeah. But the most disgusting thing, I gotta say, is not even the dog crap, it's the human crap.
What human crap?
So, we live by a rehab facility, and the people will start walking down the street, and you see them take it down, take a crap. I've seen this with my own eyes. The person, I was like, what is he doing? He pulled down his pants, took a number 2, a deuce, and shook his butt and kept on walking.
That is disgusting.
No, this is the most disgusting part. You ready? It hasn't happened just one time. It has not just happened one time. That I've witnessed it several times now. And people are like, "Oh, you saw such and such take that crap?" Yeah, he had on a black thing.
And
Yeah.
people witness it, and
What are you gonna do? It's just there in the middle of the street. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. I've seen the remnants. Oh my God. Wait a second. A kid came by your basement door. Oh my God. Nah. But I can almost forgive a kid. I can almost forgive a kid because a kid may not know. Like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. I can't make it home and I need to go. A grown ass man just shake it and keep on going.
But is he homeless? Maybe he's homeless.
I don't care what you are.
Well, where should he go?
Maybe in a corner. Literally, you are walking down the street. We're walking, and he was walking with his buddy. He went, oh.
Stop!
And shook it and kept on walking. Yeah. I was just like,
go across the street.
I'm working.
Okay.
Go across the street. Yeah, but I was sitting in my car because in the morning I get a parking space and I just, sit in the cut and I'm just looking out and I'm just like, oh my God, what is he? Because you're like, what is he doing? No, wait, what is it doing? Wait a minute, he's taking a and I wanted to get my phone out and record it, but it was too late. Because that would be something to post. Because only in New York City do you see. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I've never seen a person personally do that, and I can't say that I want to see that. Sorry, I missed it. Not sorry.
No, come to work with me, girl. Ooh. And I was, because it's outside and it's outside some of the exit doors. So then they're like, We need a janitor to come and clean this up, or some custodial person. Yeah, just shake it. I never knew that's how you get it out. Just shake it. All right.
No, I'm not gonna come. He's like, no, I'm not gonna turn up. No, I don't think I need to see that. It's okay. I'm good.
It might be something inspirational.
Yeah, I mean, I never thought, you might not have a place to go if you're homeless. Now that you're making me think of that, now when I see a homeless person, I'm going to be like, where do you go to the bathroom, sir?
Let me give
So,
you her address. Her address is.
no, thank you. Like
All
that's,
right.
oof. But
So tell me about the St. Lucia thing, girl. St.
So
Lucia Saka.
Sakafet. Oh,
The
um,
only thing I know, a little part of patois, I cannot. Paka pakopa, I can't do it. Pika paka.
Upakopan.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Well, my family's from the island of St. Lucia. Both my parents were born there. I was not born there, but I definitely consider myself a St. Lucian girl. And I actually called my uncle yesterday because I knew I wanted to discuss this. So I was asking him, oh, yay, been there, amazing. That's what I think. I think it's amazing. But the island has very strict rules. So if you are from outside the country and you want to have a business there, there's a lot of stuff that you have to go through. And part of it is that you have to understand that the people who are native to St. Lucia come first. And that's in everything that you're going to sign. So people often sign it and then they change the rules when they open the business. And they're like, no, yeah, we're not going to really do that. And then they find out shortly that no, it can't be that way. But then these people they were told that they can't do that. And they actually put a bigger sign saying that if you're not part of the hotel, you can't be on the property and you can't go to this part of the beach. They did not listen because I guess they figure, what are they going to do? Arrest us, close down this hotel and take all these people out of, work. So they're going to have to, just deal with it. But that's not how the St. Lucian people work. They were like, no, we don't have to.
I saw them. They were on the beach. They were just going.
They went inside the hotel. They were
partying on the
everywhere.
beach.
And then the people called the police, and the police came to make sure nobody was hurt, but they would not stop the people because they were like, they can't stop the people because it's not a private beach. You can't make a private beach in St. Lucia. There's no such thing. Like I was just telling you the other day, like if you go to certain parts of Connecticut, it's a private beach. So if you don't live in that area, you can't go to the beach. That's not how it is in St. Lucia. It's everybody's beach. You can have a hotel on the beach, but that's not your piece of property. That's the people. Anybody can go to that beach, and that's how they've always had it. And these people are trying to change the
colonizers. Law. I'm not saying who the colonizers are, but the colonizers have done that in every part of the world. If you go to South Carolina, Hilton Head, if you go, and everybody's, oh, Hilton Head is all that. And I remember when Hilton Head was for everybody on James Island, and you could just hop the island. Now, Hilton Head is only for the tourists who pay thousands of dollars a night to stay there. So the people who grew up in South Carolina on Johns and James Island can't even go to their beaches anymore because now it's bought all up. And so I'm happy that they're doing it because that's how it starts, right? It's like, this is my piece of land and you can't do it and you can't do this. And if you look in like Mexico and Cancun, all the private parts of the beaches, and you can't go to. And it's unfortunate. So I'm glad they're speaking out and they're like, this not here.
Yeah.
You need to try that someplace else.
But the thing is that when they decided to open the hotel, they already knew the policies of the land, right? So it's not like, well, we didn't know or we wouldn't have opened this hotel. They knew, but they thought, well, what are they going to do if we decide to make it private after we open it? They're not going to do anything wrong, and then they fine them as well. So they got a $30-something thousand fine for trying to make it private. They're putting the sign back up. So hopefully that will be. I called my uncle and he was telling me, yeah, they fined them. So hopefully.
Stop it. Again, everybody, that's the only thing that I know.
Yeah, they were saying something about in the restaurants. They were having people who we're calling it the colonizers. The colonizers coming and saying that the restaurant is serving food that's too spicy, and they need to have alternative food for the people who don't eat spicy. And I get that because not everybody can eat spicy. But this is an experience. You need to stay home or cook at home or go to a restaurant. This is not that restaurant. So then you find something that you can eat there, a piece of bread or whatever it is. But if if they're making food not spicy, I think that's not. I think it's not fair. You're going for the experience. If you don't want the experience, that's fine. But they're not making food for you, Mr. and Mrs. Colonizer, because you could get that at home. And this is their country. You could stay here and eat whatever you want. But when you go there, you eat their food. They're not making food for you and making it into one big giant pot of boring food because that's what you like to eat with no seasoning.
Oh, she done went there.
Just saying.
Allegedly. I did not say that. Because
I did.
I
you
like
food with no seasoning. That's fine. Cook it at home.
No,
nobody wants to eat that.
I like some food. I'm
from an island that has spicy food, and I like spicy food. If you don't want to eat it, that's fine. But
if you want me to come visit, I can't have that spicy curry stuff.
Yes, but if we go to a restaurant and that's what they have, you can't be. You can say, is there a way to make it less spicy for me? That's fine, but you can't get mad at the people. There are people saying, "Listen, we are giving you tourist dollars. You have to have food that we eat." No. Don't give us your tourist dollars. Stay home.
Oh, no, she doesn't mean that. She doesn't mean that. Be like, stay home. And now the people.
Yeah, because you know what?
They're going to be like, oh.
There's tourists who appreciate the culture. And that's what you're going there for. And if you're not going there for the culture and you don't want to experience it, then there's other places that you can go into in this country and experience more.
It's not just the people coming from America.
It's not just the people coming from America. Okay, so. I'm just talking about us because that's who I know. But
because I thought the people in St. Lucia were from Europe.
They're from India and Africa, the original people? India and Africa?
No.
I'm like, they are not from Europe.
No, the people who are with the hotel. They came.
Oh, they're from England.
Europe.
They're from England.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Mm-hmm. So England, you keep on doing what you're doing. They wanna.
England has opened up other things there, but they haven't. The owners of the hotel haven't done anything like that because they already followed the policies. But now these people, they're like, why? We're not going to do that.
Who needs to do that?
Because there are British people who own businesses there that's following the policies. So, in fact, in some of even the tourist stores, if you're from St. Lucia and you have a driver's license, you don't pay the tourist price. So say the people who don't live in the country pay $4 for this water and you prove that you live in St. Lucia, you pay $3. So you actually get a break if you live in St. Lucia. That's how St. Lucia's
Oh,
roll.
so when we go see
Yeah.
your papa,
You just say Sakafet.
pam pam pim pam pam, maybe I can get a deal. Maybe my from me from
Uh,
from
no,
water
water's
is
not $5 there.
$5. He said
Water's
he
not
was there,
$5.
so
I
I
was just trying
assume
to
he knows. Look, Sean the Don, you should have been like, me fit mama flop, 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 wop, wop, beep, bop, bop, beep. And they would be like, yeah, definitely. They make the tourists pay more. They should.
They
Well,
make
you
the
know.
tourists pay more. They do. They do. If you live in the, yeah, the tourists pay more. If
Well, I can't go to St. Lucia because I already heard it's an expensive island. So
it is, you know what it is? It's a honeymoon island. A lot of places. There's a lot of places there, actually, that are only for couples. So that's why people go there on their honeymoon, because they don't want to have the whole family there and kids crying, and they just
well, only you heterosexual people on honeymoon.
Why you can't go on a honeymoon?
St. Lucia is on the list of no go.
Oh, well, I'll be there in August.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go. No, I don't know if I can go in August anymore. It just goes into my next thing because Missy, Misdemeanor Elliott will be in New York.
Yes.
Anybody who knows me, Cash. If anybody knows me,
Believe me, we had to hear
Missy
Missy's coming.
is
Everybody, I
my
think it was lit up on the
girl.
streets.
Girl, put your hand up and thank the Lord. God has done it. Won't he do it? Yes, he will do it. Missy is on tour. Thank God, Missy. That's right. Drop that ball. That is, you do not understand.
Girl
That is my
crazy about
girl.
Missy Elliott.
That is my girl. Before it was time to even know who was who in the world. I can't stay in the rain. Oh, Missy. Try to maintain.
So when is Missy
Who
gonna be
got
here?
the keys to my Jeep? Oh,
When is Missy gonna be here, girl?
August 3rd.
Oh, well,
August
I'm not
9th
going
and
till
August
12th.
12th. August 12th is her
That's
show.
when she's gonna be here August 12th.
3rd, 9, 12.
Okay.
I'm thinking about getting on the pole, guys, and touring with Missy. You do not understand my obsession. The
We really
music
don't.
that she has, the music that Missy does, no other can compare to her and Timbaland's beats. Nobody. Oh, I got hot thinking about it, girl. Thank the Lord. Put it up. Put it up, put it up, put it up. If you want to date V, buy me a ticket
What?
to Missy, and I'll make sure you get one date from V. I'm just saying, I'll hook you up.
What? First of
Look,
all, no one wants to date me like that, so you won't get any tickets.
I gotta pimp you out. I gotta pimp you out. Okay, I gotta pimp you out because I need those tickets.
See how that works for you. You'll be staying your butt home. Oh, Beyonce. Okay, so Shone said Big Mike.
Not hearing that. No.
Beyonce is his girl. I guess Beyonce's the one for him.
Nah. I can't stand the rain. Oh, Missy.
Look at that smile on her face.
Girl. I was so tired. And then my wife was like, Missy's going on tour. What? Put them up, dear Lord Jesus. I'm pimping people out because I need those tickets. I need a meet and greet. I'm just saying, hey, Missy. Hey, Missy. All right. I'm sorry. Try to maintain. I couldn't maintain. I'm sorry. So that was the happy news from my side.
Oh, yes.
Missy.
And if you're Cash's friend, you already knew the news because she called everybody and their mother to let them know. Like it was like, like when they were spreading the news, ding dong, the witch is dead. It was like ding dong, Missy Elliott is coming, ding dong. Everybody had to know. She's spreading it. She's making it harder because by the time she finishes, she won't be able to get a ticket because they'd be sold out because she's telling everybody. So I'm just saying, you could be in trouble, girl.
I'm saying if you want to come on our podcast, I gotta figure. If you want to come on the podcast, just get us a Missy ticket. Well, not us even. Just get a Missy ticket. Just get me a Missy ticket. You can be on tomorrow night. Well, I guess tomorrow night. I don't
We
know.
don't even have a podcast tomorrow night. But she gonna let you on. Good luck with it. Yeah, get her a ticket. You'll be on tomorrow night. Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't say the show will be on tomorrow night. But
So you're gonna put them
on
on blast yourself. You got this. Okay, she got it.
Don't worry. Which reminds me, thank you for the Evening Rush Network.
Yes.
For having us here podcasting. Like, subscribe,
we appreciate
follow the Evening Rush. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on iHeartRadio, on Amazon, on Spotify. We're there. The ticket is $608 per. That's what I'm saying. So
okay, so I can either get a ticket to Missy or go to St. Lucia. Bye, girl. Bye.
Go ahead, because you don't understand the relationship of music if you don't understand Missy. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So anybody out there, if you want to date with V, call me up. The number is 929-282-0266. Okay? If you want to date
Missy Elliott. I'm like so happy because that's good for your butt when nobody's gonna bite. And you're gonna sit your butt home. I'll be on a plane to St. Lucia going, I hope you enjoy. Like, just watch it on TV. They're gonna stream it live.
You see how my friend V does me? We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back, guys. I can't stand.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Chrissy, here to let you know that the Evening Rush Network now has an app. Yes, an app, you guys. So you can stay connected on the go and watch all your favorite podcast shows. You can download the app at Google Play Store or Apple iTunes. So spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, if you're looking to start a podcast and really don't know how, well, hit us up at the Evening Rush Network at gmail.com and inquire about time slots, pricings, and everything you may need to get started. We got you. Join the winning team, the Evening Rush Network. And also, download that app. What are you waiting for? Get to it.
You're now listening to the Evening Rush Network.
Okay.
Hello,
so
good
evening. The breakups.
Yeah.
So
download that app. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and like.
Yes. And tell a friend to tell a friend.
And your cousin and your brother.
So we're talking about breakups tonight. And I thought this is an original way to look at it because I think that people always talk about, after the breakup. But I feel like this is great because it's a little list talking about what you need to do if you're going to be the one breaking up. And also I feel like if somebody's breaking up with you, you need to also consider this list because there are things that you need to do that will also help you in this moment of turmoil.
Well, also, when you had the red flags, so we talked about the red flags to look for friendship, but it also works for a relationship. If you see those red flags, it's time to break up. Don't be like that Chrissy, Tissy, Missy, Tisa.
Oh,
Rissa Tisa? Yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Well, she said she didn't follow the red flag. She admits it. She said they were all the colors. She didn't follow any of them. But anyway, what's the number one? Prepare for the conversation. So how would you prepare for the conversation, Cash?
Well, I think you gotta prepare mentally. You can't just break in and be like, "All right, it's done. Pack your crap. Get the out. You and your mama too." I think if you really are serious and you ever love the Sean said, tell them you're done and block their number. Oh no. That's why Sean the Don has stalkers out there, because they don't he didn't follow the breakup rules. So I think you have to like prepare for it, like to have a script, have the things that you know that's wrong with it, and know that it may require maybe more than one conversation, but to like have that conversation with the person and tell them why. Yeah, I think that's really important, and to do it in a delicate way. If you ever loved a person and you care about them, I think that's an important thing that you need to do to prepare mentally, to be calm, to know that it's delicate and have your points written out on why this is not going to work. But I still do love you. Or
Yeah.
maybe you don't love them and you only like them now. But I'm just
maybe you only liked them in the first place, and that's the problem. You never did fall in love. You fell in like. But I always practice in the car. If I have to say really serious, no one's in my car, I'm driving, and I just talk out loud. I just say, you know what, Cash? You're not going to be able to get the tickets to the Missy Elliott show.
We're gonna break up. We break it up. Let me just tell you.
So I practice in my car because no one's in your car with you. You can say it the way you want to. You can see how you feel when you say certain things, and that's what I do. I need a practice. So I practice when I'm driving wherever, and I say, okay, I'm going to say this. Though personally, I broke up with one person, but it wasn't like this. I didn't follow these rules. Maybe it would have been good if I had these rules at the time. Did you break up with anybody?
I broke up with plenty of people because I seem to have crazy people come for me. Maybe if I would have followed these rules, I think if I would have followed some tips, maybe it would be better, because psycho is real. And then I'm not changing my number. I've had my number for I don't know how many years. I'm not changing my number. I'm going to change you because you're not going to call my phone anymore. But I have the same number.
That's it. But Sean said you need to practice cutting someone off. Yeah, it's because I need to practice not being, being mindful and but it's any serious talk. I want to make sure that I get my point across, but I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want my feelings hurt, but I want to make sure that I'm saying it in a way that you can understand without you thinking that I'm stressing you, because I'm not trying to stress you. I'm trying to do the least amount. It's already stressful, right? So I'm trying to do the least amount of stressing.
Yeah. And I think it's grown. I think it's kind of grown up instead of just ghosting. That ticks me off. And then I'm going to be calling your phone. Look at these eyes.
Well, I ghosted a couple of people, but I wasn't in a relationship with them.
Yeah, we know how you do.
I don't think people ghost people that they're actually in a relationship. I mean, how are you gonna ghost somebody? They know where you live. If you're in a relationship, you can't ghost.
That's when the crazy comes. That's why he has people stalking him. The crazy comes out.
Okay.
Look at them eyes. That's all I'm saying. So let's get to number 2. Compassionately, maybe Sean the Don ain't got compassion. Compassionately explain your reasoning. Like, I love you, but you know what? I hate that line. I love you, but no, you don't. Maybe our paths are going different ways. I'm trying to think how, because you gotta, ease into it. My life goals are different than your goals. Because I want to have a kid and you don't. Or you want to get pregnant and I'm not getting pregnant again.
Or I like
Or
to
you
go out, you
want
like to
to.
stay home, and
I'm just saying. You can see it. You can see it compassionately, but find a way. Find a time. So mindful way says find a neutral time. Don't like it's Valentine's Day and you're like, you know what? I'm not feeling it. Like, don't do that. That's not compassionate. Or it's their birthday and you're like, I didn't buy you anything. You know why? You're not going to pull me back into this. Bye.
Yeah. Or how about
Compassionate.
they say, you say, how come you're talking about it now? You have to go. Why didn't you say something yesterday? Because I didn't want you to reel me back in. So you really didn't have a talk with the person. You just walked out without having any conversation. That's not nice.
I think, and I don't think it's grown up to do that. I think it's really childish. Like
It's
if you're talking
cowardice.
about
It's
mature,
cowardice.
coward.
Yes. That's a coward's way out. Are you afraid? You're afraid I might tell you what's really going on? You don't want to know?
Oh, Shone it down. It's over. Have a nice life. Again, this is why you have stalkers.
It's over. Have a nice life. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is the thing I think is important. Number 3, listen to their side. Because, if you're in a relationship, even if you're getting out of the relationship, it was the two of you together in a relationship. It's not just you. So you can say, these are the reasons I want to break up, or this is what's going on. Well, how about you listen to what they think? Maybe they don't want to break up. That doesn't mean you're going to stay together, but you need to just hear them out. Maybe they were thinking the same thing that you were. But I feel like sometimes people are just so focused on what they want and what they want to say, and then they don't really care what you have to say. They're out. Like Dawn is just like, okay, bye. I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah, I think, but I think because they're blindsided, right? Because they might have saw the red flags, and then you're like, okay, it's over, deuces. If you like talk to them and like, this is over, and this is why. At least you have time that you can both heal and be amicable. Maybe they never gonna see it your way, but at least you've given them an explanation so that they can process it, so they can move on. I don't think I've only one time think that I was a complete jerk in a breakup, and it was like, you're an ass, and I said the F word, a cough, and that was it. Like, that was it. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. Because I did go to that restaurant. I told you about the restaurant. We went out for Valentine's Day. And you're ordering all this stuff like I'm rich. I paid the bill and I was like, deuces. You called me and I was like, we're done. We're done. That's the end of that. So I guess 2 breakups that I've been.
Don said done. That one time in band camp. He's killing me. He said, I don't care what they think. It's over.
It's that Percocet.
But Don, if you really cared about them in the first place, if you want to move on for whatever reasons, I think you do care. You do care what they think. I mean, I want to believe, Don, that you do care.
Maybe we need some other men chiming in or something. He's making them look bad. Anybody out there?
No.
Anybody out there?
I'm on the floor crying, and he's like, he's gone. He's gone.
Oh no! See, that's the worst when you're on the floor. And I've had the times when I've been on the floor crying. Like,
me too.
I don't understand why, and they're like, because that's what it is. And then you're like, oh, I did this, and that. No, I don't care. You did it because you wanted to do it. Like,
nobody asked you. Nobody asked you.
that thing, you know, they ask you, look at these crazy eyes. You know my eyes are small, right? You know my eyes, that they're small, but when like, nobody asked you to do that. It's a gift.
Get back.
The crazy comes.
It was a gift.
You know, I got a little bit crazy. The crazy
Girl.
will really come out if nobody asked you to do that. That sets me off. Set it off. I suggest y'all set it off on the left. Y'all set it off.
Yeah, they
Set it off.
What's wrong with you?
I'm just saying that gets me. Tell me why. At least I can process it. I may not process it that night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest. But tell me why. Don't just be like, click.
The best part is when your friends are trying to help you and they want to understand what happened themselves, and you say, I don't know, he didn't say. Wait, what do you mean he didn't say? He took advice from Dawn and he just left me without saying anything.
Dawn, were you there? When he was like, my suitcase packed is in the car, deuces.
Because, you know, everybody, I feel like you deserve an explanation why you guys are breaking up. I just think you deserve it. You know, whatever the reason, even if you're wrong or they're wrong, whoever's wrong, an explanation. I think that, you know.
No, I'm saying I need some explanation.
Me too.
And then I'm just saying. Number 4, own your part of the breakup. If you always were going out every night and your partner said, can you stay home with me tonight? And you were like, nah, I'm out with my mans and them. And every night she's saying, will you spend time with me? And you're like, no, I'm going with Craig and them. And then she goes, you know what? I found Boris.
Mm-hmm.
See, you need to own up. It's over. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's part your fault. I'm just saying.
I think if there's a breakup, most likely there's 2 people at fault, even if it might not be equally at fault. Like maybe it's 75-25. Because sometimes when whoever's doing whatever they're doing that's making it 75% of the breakup, the 25 is you overreacting to their nonsense. So it's like everybody's at fault, but I'm not saying this just equally at fault. That's not what I'm saying. But I think a lot of times there is, you know, but people tend to be like, I don't know. I didn't do anything. I don't understand what happened because I did all the right things. It's their fault. And I'm like, well, how about, a little self-awareness maybe might be a factor. Because I feel like we all, nobody's perfect. So you weren't perfect in the relationship. Even if you think you were not. So, you need to own up to your part of the good things that happened and your part of the bad things that happened,
Anybody out there feel that they listened to the other person's side for the breakup and not like Shone and was like, I'm out because you nagging me? Anybody out
no one
there?
else broke up with anybody? Call us if you broke up or if somebody just broke up with you and they didn't explain or you whatever, tell us.
Or you still running from that person because they stalking you? I stopped stalking them. I swear I did. I never stalked anybody. Allegedly. This is, what? Number 5 is one that Vee really lives by. She lives by this one.
Why do you think I live by that? What makes you think that?
Because you were like, I can't talk to them. I'm not going to get on their social media. I'm not listening. I'm not accepting a phone call. It takes 60 days to get over a breakup. And you're like, nope, it takes 60 days to get over this breakup. I'm not doing it to myself. And you really did that.
Yeah, because I need to get over this heartache. And I look it up, it says it takes this time. And the thing is, it's almost like if you're an alcoholic and you drink alcohol, if you keep talking to this person, you are starting at ground zero all over again. So give your chip back and let's start again. So that's what it is. You have to. So I'm like, okay, I can't. So I'm like, but you know what, Cash, I'm kind of like that in life. I'm just like, if I really am cutting you off, I'm cutting you off. I mean, I had somebody who was not a friend of mine and no longer a friend of mine and came by my house. And she said, well, it's been like 10 years and I miss you. I'm like, okay, so can I come in? I'm like, no. Like, what? No, you cannot come in my house just because it's been 10 years. Okay. Like you cut off. You cut off. Like if you want to come by my house, I went outside and talked to her. She was like, well, I think she just assumed time had gone by and I had softened in this point. But no, you still did what you did. Time didn't.
For those people out there, I'm telling you now. She's from England. She will chop off your head. But
I'm
also
done with
set
you.
boundaries in the conversation. Like when you're breaking up with them, be like, please don't contact.
Let's not use that language.
Please. Oh.
For me, we're breaking up. Please, let's not use any expletives. We don't need to go there. We didn't use expletives when we were in the relationship. We're not going to use them on the way out because I don't know who you think you're talking to. But if you're talking to me, we have to have some.
I'm talking to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no. Like, I don't understand how arguing works with Vee because she is. This is a true story. Vee was Don't tell it. Okay. I'm just saying.
You can tell it. I'm just
tell it. I use some expletives. I am my mother's child. Be like, get the fuck out my door face, you fucking bitch. You're always a piece of, you can take my, like, all the expletives. Think of, I learned to curse. I'm not joking. I learned to curse in 4th grade. I put a string together of how to curse all these curses. You motherfucking did. Now, remember, this is in my head since 4th grade. I've been cursing behind people's backs because you couldn't curse. I went to Catholic school. You can't be like, Sister Ann, suck my. You can't say these things. But I would say them in my head and out loud or write them on a paper. If you're arguing with Vee, I'm like, you're a jerk. Oh, I'm a jerk. Oh, okay, I'm a jerk. Oh, yes, I'm a jerk. She was sitting in my car every day for a whole month. I'm a jerk.
Well,
what is wrong with her? She's like, you don't know? I'm like, no, I don't know. And I'm not going through this. She's like, you called me. I'm like, yeah. You know what you called me? I'm like, okay, a jerk.
Well, because if you're joking around and you say, you know what, you're a jerk, that's different. But she was really upset with me, and that hurt my feelings because I don't want to be a jerk in her eyes. And then it was just too much for me. So I was like, okay, so I stopped talking to her because I don't want to be called a jerk again. So I was like, okay.
Really did stop talking to me. All the things that I could go down. You're B. I picked the least innocuous thing. You're a jerk. And she was like, oh,
Well, if I was with a
You got
man,
me.
that's grounds for breakup for me. You're not gonna call me any kind of crazy names. I'm not gonna call you any kind of crazy names. If you don't know how to argue with dignity, you're not my man. You just belong in the street with some other girl, not me. Sorry.
This girl has set so many boundaries. I
Yes.
just don't even know, girl. I love me, girl, boy.
I think there's boundaries in the conversation that you're having, right? Let's not get crazy. Let's not say things that we're going to regret. And there's also boundaries. Okay, you're not going to call me every day incessantly because we are now broken up. You're not going to do that either. You're not going to come to my door every day. We have to set, so we're going to go our separate ways. And this is how we're going to handle whatever it is. So that's it.
I get crazy. I get crazy. I get crazy. I get crazy. Okay, sorry. Class and dignity. Nope, 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 nope. When I see red,
Yeah. Okay, so familiarize yourself with the standard stages of a breakup. Yeah, because I didn't know. It's different from a death, but very familiar, very similar. And so when somebody breaks up with you, which I have been broken up with, it is like, because they're not only breaking up with, you're not only breaking up with the person, but you're breaking up with your future. What you thought was your future and what the possibilities and the things that you thought were going to happen are no longer going to happen. And if if you're not the person who cheated or has somebody on the side, you are now alone. And this is what I hate when there's a cheater, because the cheater breaks up with you and he has somebody else. He's leaving one relationship for another. And what do you have? Nothing. You're left by yourself. You're not prepared. They already knew they were going to leave, so they already have their ducks in a row. And you're just like, what just happened? You get hit with a big like boulder, and you're like, what the heck just happened here? I'm like, whew.
well, yeah, because I mean, there's shock, denial. Oh, I know you're not breaking up with me. Bargaining, please don't leave.
Come back.
Anger, I know you're not leaving me. Then the sadness and grief, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And acceptance and moving on. But you go throughout all of these, like,
Yep.
okay, I'm angry. Okay, but if I just change my hairstyle, maybe you'll come back. No, I'm not changing my damn hairstyle. No, you know what though? I loved him. Only women do that. Mm-hmm. Let me pull up one of his exes. Like, he'd be like, "I loved you, Celia." I'm gonna. If you were Sean's ex, call in. So, no, because the stalking might start again. Never mind.
You're cutting your hair off. Well, I colored my hair, and I did different things to it. I actually added extensions, you see. So I made a, but I think women do change their hair.
Mm-hmm. They shave
Text
off
for no
the
reason.
side.
No, because the people are texting you because they think they're going to get you back. They say, hey, how you doing? Just call, just checking on you. Like, I'm like, just check. Yeah, they can't. You have to set yourself. If you're the one who they broke up with, you're going to want to text the man or the girl, whoever you are. You're going to want to text them. So you have to say no to yourself. You got to text your friend. That's what I do. I'm like, all right, I'm calling you so I don't call him. That's it. You have to lean on your friends at this point. But you can't
lean on me.
That's it. You can't be calling
when you're not strong.
And as much as you want him and you want to believe that he doesn't know what he's talking about, believe it when he says he doesn't want you. So why do you want him? Do you really want somebody who doesn't want you? Sometimes. But I did. I was like, maybe. But sometimes. In my marriage, I definitely mourned the future more than I did the marriage. Like, I didn't know what my future was going to be. I'm going to be by myself. I didn't think I was going to grow old by myself. So now I'm going, So I'm going to be by myself when I die. Like, I didn't think there was a future for me with anybody else. So I was like, wow, so I'm going to be living by myself. My kids are going to go get married and have kids and everything. And I'm just going to be by myself. Like, it's like I didn't, so that's how I saw it. I wasn't necessarily mourning. It was, at the end, marriage was cocky duty anyway. But it was like, how are you going to handle being alone? And I really thought I was going to be alone forever. And that the prospect was dire. Ugh. But I don't think so anymore. So no, I'm over it. I'm not be alone.
Avoid contact and social media stalking. I'm going to say this. Allegedly, I know that your ex is looking at you right now.
Well, you think he's looking at the
allegedly? Let me just tell you. I'm going to say it. I know you're looking at this. I'm so disappointed in you because you are a piece of shiznit. Stood up for your ass. I thought you were a good man, and I know you're watching this because you have nothing else to do, Mr. Fatty.
I love it.
So disappointed in you. Disappointed. Girl. Fat man.
There you go.
And I'm not talking about Fat Man Scoop.
Well, I think he's probably watching because he did try to go to court and get me to go off social media. So the judge said,
that's what I'm saying.
That, she
whatever.
You can't do that, sir. So avoid contacting social media. Yeah, well, what I do, just block them. Then you don't have to. You just block them. You don't need to see what they're doing.
He's a coward, and I know he's using some username to follow.
Yes,
Fatty.
that's what he's doing. Well, that's what he did.
The
judge said, well, just don't look at it. Just don't look at it. He goes, but my friends are watching. You know what? It's just not my fault. So whatever. But anyway, yeah. So I would avoid social media. I would block whoever it is. Like, do not follow them. You're only going to feel bad. You're going to be like, oh, is she prettier than me? Did you see that girl he's with? She's ugly. I don't know why he left her for me. Like, left me for her. Like, all of that stuff you're putting in your head. And she's with some other guy. Did you see that guy she's with? Like, you don't stay off of their social media. Block them so they won't be on yours. That's it. Let's move on. You don't need to know what they're doing.
Yeah, but I know some people are watching.
Yeah, well,
stalker.
I'm not watching you. I don't know if you're watching me. Good luck. I don't know why you would be. Well, I know I don't have anything to say to you.
I know why you would be. I'm why? All of that. All of this.
Oh yes, I'm all of this. You missing it, baby?
But also, don't do that to them. Like, if you're breaking up with them, don't go, well, I wonder what you're doing now. You broke up with the person.
So leave them alone.
Just leave them alone. Crazy.
Cash is right. Leave them alone. Don't
leave them alone.
You don't want them. And I'll think a lot of times that they feel like, oh, he's going out with somebody else, or she's going. So they don't want you, but they don't want you to be with somebody else. So they try to blocking going on there, but they still don't want you. But then you think, well, why would he call it? I think he does want me. Maybe I shouldn't go out with Bob. Go out with Bob because he don't want you. He don't want you to go out with Bob. He wants you to stay home and do nothing.
I'm not going out with Bob. I'm going out with somebody else, but not Bob. Bob sounds so boring.
Well,
that's a red flag. Bob, your name is.
You want to go out with Dick? No, I know you don't want to go out with Dick.
Look, sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
Oh, okay.
There's something wrong with your friend. Number 8.
So, create a post-breakup self-care plan. So,
just like love yourself. You're newly single. Enjoy being single. There's some people they like, oh, I broke up. Now I'm by myself, and they just don't want to be by themselves. I'm not gonna say, but they just don't want to be by themselves. They're like, I want to be single for the rest of my life. But sometimes it this is where you rebuild yourself. You give time to yourself. You go for walks. You see, these were red flags. We knew they were red flags. So let me go get a massage. Let me just be okay. Like Don said, 6 months, get to know yourself again. Like, be by yourself so you can say, this is what I like, and I'm not going to compromise that again. This is how I feel, and I'm not going to compromise that again. Go get a massage. Go read a book because you haven't read a book for a long time. Go on a little vacation and do that. Like, enjoy yourself, because when's the next time you're going to be by yourself to say, I just want to love myself?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe. The only reason I say
Mhm.
maybe is I feel like I did that when my ex-husband broke up with me. But when I broke up, or well, actually, this other guy broke up with me the last time, I was like, I did years of just being by myself and not dating and not going on a date with anybody and not talking to anybody like that. So I'm like, so why? I'm like, I don't really need to do that again. I know what I want. I'm going to see if it's out there. And that's what I did. I didn't do the whole time again, all over again. I was like, I did that. Now I'm just moving on. You don't want me? I'm sure somebody else would. I did not go on a million dates, especially at the beginning. I was just like talking to people online, but I didn't feel like I needed to do that. So I think if you need to do that, then I think you should. I did do take time the first time, but the second time I really didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I took maybe a week, and then I was over myself.
Because that wasn't real.
But yeah, well, that's
That
why
wasn't that wasn't real.
it was 7 months.
But when you're single and you feel like you have more time, so then you're like wallowing in it, like, why did I do that? Maybe if I would have fixed this about them, it would have
Hmm.
worked. If I would have fixed this about myself, it would have
Myself.
worked.
Hmm.
Yeah. So take time for yourself, know
Definitely.
yourself, love yourself, lean on your support system. If, like she said, you feel like you're going to call such and
Call
such,
cash.
call me, especially if you want to give me those Missy tickets. But call me, call me. I'll support you. We'll go to that Missy concert together. All my brothers. Pull out that Patron. Get that Hornitos. Get that. Oh, I was about to say that other liquor. I'll say Grey Goose instead, allegedly. Pull out your friends. I'm not going to say what other friends you could have, but get your support system. So if you want to call that person in a drunk, like, I loved you, don't do it. Call your friend instead.
Yeah.
Ciroc. I love Ciroc.
And if you're crying, it's okay to call a friend and say, "Listen, I'm so upset. I know you're tired of hearing it, but I just need to talk to somebody." They're there. If you have real friends, at least I did, and they were all there. So
I just put the phone down.
what did I
I
know?
get
It's
you.
okay. Put the phone down. Just let me, you know. So just let me, yeah. But most people do have a support system. And wait, and here's the thing.
Tell
This
me.
is why you cannot dump your girlfriends for your man, because you need your girlfriends when this man dumps you. That's who you're going to count on. And I already know at least one of my friends who, when she has a girl thing, I don't really hear from her for like a year, and then they break up, and then I'm like this. You still with such and such? Oh no, we just broke up, and I'm like going to myself, hmm. So didn't come to my Christmas party. Haven't heard from you. Been just having a good time. Now you broke up, and now, I'm like, what is that? Like, don't do
Mm,
that. If you cannot let this man take over your life. You still have your family and your friends. And when he dumps you, and maybe he won't or she won't, you're going to need those people. So that's who you're going to count on. But you can't, that's not fair. I don't think that's fair. I'm just saying. You never
I
want
can't
to
stand. I cannot stand friends who do that, and that was my red flag for friendship. You only call me when you don't have a man or somebody to be with.
That's not nice.
I don't like that, but so you have your support system and you lean on them, and I think that's what, when you have good friends, they're always there. When you play all the love songs in the world, oh, I'm so sick of love songs, so tired of tears.
Yes.
So done with wishing you were still here.
Yep.
That was my song. That was my song. So why can't I turn off the radio? I'm not a singer. I'm a dancer.
Focus on yourself.
There's a positive side to being single, because now you have time to love yourself, give energy to yourself,
color your hair.
Girl, I don't have to spend money on you. You spend money on yourself.
Yes,
I'm just
because you are important. So if you don't think you're important, no one else is going to think you're important. So
I is smart,
arrogant.
I is smart, I is kind, I is important. Get on. No. The problem. This is the problem with you men. Look. We'll have this conversation.
She's gonna be in the concert, and I'll be on a plane to St. Lucia. I'll be doing a live on the plane, and she'll be doing a live at Missy's concert. And the next day, I'll be on the beach, and she'll be at her house.
That's okay with me, because we know that my house has a what?
A pool. It does. Her house is fabulous. Let me just say. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying. My house has no pool, so I'm going to St. Lucia.
It's okay, Missy. If you want to come swim with me, thank you.
I don't know what to do with this child.
Number 11. Sometimes you need to work with a mental health professional. And you know what? Especially us, we always say, you don't need no therapist. You just need to go outside and get
people of color.
People of color.
Okay.
I mean, like, you just need to go outside and get the Lord.
I needed a therapist.
Will pull you through. And if you believe in the mercy of Jesus.
Cash told me I needed a therapist. She goes, you need to talk to somebody. And I did. And I did need to talk to somebody, because I was making myself crazy. Because I was blaming myself, and I was thinking of all the things that are wrong with me. And I did need to talk to somebody. So and I'm not ashamed of it. I did. And more than once.
I have a therapist. I'm okay. It's okay to have a therapist, because the stuff that I want to talk about, when I want to talk about V, I go to my therapist.
Oh, Lord.
Get you a therapist, because you should stop stalking me.
I love it.
Oh my God. I can't stand him. I can't stand it. Look, Don Brown. I cannot stand you.
The person who's doing the breaking up, maybe they need a therapist, because maybe they keep breaking up with people for no good reason, and they're letting good people out of their lives because they don't want to get too close. So maybe they're the ones who need the therapist.
Talk it, girl. Talk it. Tell them. All of this.
Saying,
all of
never
this.
Know.
Okay, so it's okay to have a therapist.
Yes, it's okay to have a therapist. And you know what? It's okay to have a therapist. And if you feel some kind of way, no one has to know you have a therapist, because if you don't tell them, they're not going to know. So if you want to deal with it privately, that's fine. That's your prerogative. That doesn't mean you can't go because you don't want anybody to know, because they're not going to know if you don't share it. No one would know that Cash or I ever spoke to somebody if we didn't share it. So go ahead and take care of you. If you have a bad knee, you want to take care of it. If something's not working for you in your life, you need somebody to talk to. You need to take care of your mental health. It's just as important. I'm just saying.
And you know, that's serious, because people who committed suicide, I've known several people, they felt like they will never be loved again, they will never have anybody else again, they don't understand why we can't go forward, there's no future, and they just killed themselves. And it is the saddest thing that you're left here with. If you can't talk to your friend and your support system, please, please, please go see a mental health professional. And it may be your pastor, it may be a psychologist, psychiatrist, something. Go do it, because
Life
there's
coach.
no a life coach. There's no person here that's worth you taking yourself from this earth. There's nobody worth more than you.
Mm-hmm.
For you to do the things and to take yourself from this world, for somebody breaking up with you, yes, you have a broken heart, but now you're breaking your whole world apart, because there is someone here that loves you. I guarantee, if you reach out.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's important. Don't think that it's the end because you're not with someone. There's many people out there for you.
Mother of two, amen. Yes.
Amen. And that's what hits me when I think about the people who have left this earth because of a breakup. And that's just, there's other things out there. So yeah. All right.
So next week, we already touched on it a little bit when we said, you leave your girlfriends for this man. So how do you make that work in your life? Relationships, family, friends, making it all like splitting time, splitting yourself 3 ways. How to do it, baby.
Mm-hmm. So to breaking up with someone, the 11 things that you need to keep in mind. You've seen the red flags. You know that this relationship is not going to be going forward. The 11 things that you need to do. Number 1, prepare for the conversation. Number 2, compassionately explain your reasoning calmly. Just do it calmly. 3, listen to their side. 4, own your part of the breakup. 5, set boundaries. 6, familiarize yourself with the standard stages of a breakup. 7, avoid contact and social media stalking. Fat man. 8, create a post-breakup self-care plan. 9, lean on your support system, your friends. 10, focus on yourself inwardly. And 11, work with a mental health professional if you need to. All right. I want to thank everybody out there. I want to thank our listeners. I want to thank everybody on Facebook, YouTube, the Evening Rush Network.
Yes.
Download
Please
that app.
like, follow, subscribe.
And so next week, Vee, you said
we're going to split. We're going to talk about how you make it work when you're in a relationship and you have a relationship with your friends, a relationship with your partner, a relationship with your family, how you make that work.
All right. Because this is relationship-ish, and we are the cornerstone of every relationship is connection. We're going to be talking about marriage, sex, music, food. We're here every Thursday at 8 o'clock. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Before we say goodbye, Don, where are we going to be on Tuesday? Don? I don't think he hears me. I just I know
Tuesday,
Think like a man.
we're
Think like a man.
thoughts of
thoughts
a
of a man.
Yes, thoughts of a man.
Thoughts of a Man, 9 o'clock on Tuesday. That's when we'll be here. So, don't forget there will be Thoughts of a Man on Tuesday at 9 o'clock. So join us there. And then we'll see you again on Thursday at 8 o'clock. All right.
Have a great night, people. Be safe.
Bye bye.